I'm just taking you back here. So it was Wednesday, and they were doing the collision taping that airs Saturday. On the collision taping, the Ups lost their trios title. So then the Dirshies got a hold of it and said, hey, looks like Powerhouse Hobbs' contract is going to expire and he's not resigning. And early notes is he is going to WWE. And when I first heard this, I immediately thought, well, number one, they already have Obafemi, so why do they need Hobbs? That was my initial thought. But then I started thinking, they have Obafemi, they have Trick Williams, they have Carmelo Hayes. There's this guy in NXT.
Apollo Crews.
They have Apollo Crews. There's this guy in NXT that everybody seems to be high on. Something Carter, Keanu Carter, or something like that, who's also a big black Jack guy.
Mm.
Now they're adding in Will Hobbs. So my initial thing was the darkness is is upon WWE because they are kind of pushing all this black talent at the same time. That was my initial thought. But then, and this goes back to something I said earlier, Dave Meltzer put out this thing. Now, again, this is Dave Meltzer's story. So WWE tryouts focused on black male talent to address criticisms of Triple H. WWE reportedly placed a specific emphasis on black male talent and bodybuilders during a recent 5-day tryout in Orlando. According to Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, this recruitment strategy was a direct response to criticism surrounding Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque booking of male black superstars. Meltzer reported that the company is actively trying to change the narrative. The idea was very much to focus on black male and bodybuilders due to the criticism that Paul Levesque doesn't push black talent. Obviously, with the call-ups of Obafemi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, I forgot about him.
I wish I could too. Forget about Javon Evans.
Yeah. They're looking at quelling that criticism. And then, yeah, they had some indie talent tryouts. Now, there was a little bit of pushback from people because, yes, Dave Meltzer says, well, Triple H is trying to beat those allegations of the not pushing black talent. People were like, okay, so there's Obafemi, who's not there yet, but you can tell they're high on him. Trick Williams, he's in the main event. Carmelo Hayes is getting a push. Jade Cargill, she's a champion. Bianca Belair is one of the most pushed talents in the women's division.
You got the Usos who pretend to be black.
Jacob Fatu, let's put him in there too.
Oh yeah.
The Rock. So yeah, Dave Meltzer's just trying to start some shit because obviously there's talent that they're already pushing. This is a bullshit story. Like they're already pushing talent so much. Why are we trying to dust this up like this?
Well, this report makes it seem like DEI is coming to WWE because they're specifically bringing in black folk just to push instead of bringing in good people.
That did sound a little DEI-ish. Well, I didn't think DEI. I actually thought it was racist. Oh, we're specifically looking for black talent right now.
DEI is racist.
I thought it was about inclusion. I thought that's what DEI was about.
It's about everybody else coming together to hate on white folks.
Seems about right.
I think it's just the talent. I think all the credible black people would be in UFC. Like who's that? John Jones.
Well, he retired.
Yeah, but John Jones, like 90s WWE, John Jones would be perfect.
Yeah.
Or Attitude Era.
Like you said, I think it's just timing. It's just the fact that, I don't know, the top talent right now happens to be black. Triple H, oh, I need some black talent because I'm getting this criticism, which has been around for more than recently. So I don't know why now he would try to erase that imagery of himself.
Do you think it's harder for, just in general, for a black man to pretend to fight? Because, you know, the culture is supposed to be strong and stand on your own 2 feet. And then you make a living pretending to fight somebody and then pretending to lose and pretending, basically being a fraud, tough guy.
I didn't think about that, but I did think about, I don't know, just, yeah, being in the culture, liking wrestling, and then like actually going to train wrestling of all things. I just think that would be more of a anomaly. Like, oh, I'm gonna grow up and be a wrestler. Like while you're in between robbing liquor stores, I don't know if you're thinking about wrestling.
Well, shit, New Jack did. See,
Black
but New
people
Jack
wouldn't
did
pick
like
up.
extreme shit.
He did. But yeah, that's where we are on that. Now, I do want to point out, like I said, all those black people were getting pushed. Obafemi, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair. I do want you to know that black Twitter or black people in general, they're harder to please than Rakishi. People think Rakishi complains about everything. You haven't seen black Twitter because with all those talents I just mentioned, what are people upset about? The
Yeah.
fact that the Street Profits haven't been on TV, and there's a report that they were taken off TV to quote freshen up, whatever that even means. So you got all those talents being pushed. So now the complaint moves to, well, the Street Profits are getting held off TV. It's just never enough. Kind
No,
of like
it
the
never is.
other crowds of like woke, you apologize and then they just dig in deeper because maybe you didn't apologize right or this, that, or the other.
Oh no, the apology is blood in the water. And then you have to live with the mistake for the rest of your life. You have to start off apologizing for the thing you did before you say anything.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. But yes, there's your news story. I don't know if it's actually a story or not. Like I said, it does seem like Meltzer's just been watching the show and using that as news. Like I said, it was a slow week this week. There was not much news coming out. So
I still don't believe anything he says. And he's clearly biased. So
he is. And that's what people were pointing out. Oh, he's just trying to create this narrative for AEW reasons.
I don't care what his reasons are. I don't believe him.
Oh, there you go.